Hello and welcome to Nightly Nerds. I'm Tote.
And I'm Ginger.
And we're playing Shovel Knight.
And we've only got a few bosses left to go.
So we might finish this. We might not.
We might finish. We might not.
Not right now.
We're hoping. We're hoping to,
in this session, we might finish it.
Yeah. That way, when we pick up the next session, we can play, or you can play, Plague Knight or Spectre Knight.
Sweet.
And get some more story.
And we can watch me wreck the maps like hardcore and never die.
Because I'm a terrible gamer and Tote is the best.
Don't say stuff like that.
No, I mean,
I can't handle that kind of pressure.
It's totally true. You're like the most amazing gamer I've ever seen.
I will say that there are certain games that I excel at that,
And Shovel Knight's one of them.
No, I've never played Shovel Knight.
You're the best at Shovel Knight. I mean, you played Mario Brothers. You played DuckTales.
Yeah, I did. My nieces and nephew think I'm a god when I play Mario Brothers.
I'm a god.
They're like, "Holy, Uncle Larry's at the last level." I'm like, "It's not."
I need to bounce off you. No, come over here so I can.
I was playing Mario 3, and they always come to me. They want me to get them to the last world.
Dang it.
That was awesome. Why don't you just go all the way back?
Yeah.
I don't want to watch you try to jump on a wolf.
No, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna like it.
But
because I'm a terrible gamer, and that's what I do.
There's certain games like in my time, like I had like a good Halo run.
Oh my goodness!
Like Halo 1, 2,
Fable
up to 3.
Fable, I had optimized runs.
But I had this you play with your friends who play. Well, remember LAN parties were a thing?
Yeah, I didn't get into them that much.
And there was only one other person who could compete with me in it when we would do that. Especially like first Halo.
Yeah.
There was no online play for that. But and it was Skylar.
Yeah,
you know Skylar.
I know Skylar.
And everyone would be like, "Oh no, it's Skylar!" When he would show up in a room and run away, and then I would kill him.
Yeah.
And so what he would do is he would switch controllers with one of his siblings or another person, so I wouldn't know which one was him.
Yeah.
Because if I knew if I killed him first, I could kill the whole team.
Yes.
But even then, I usually figure out which one he is because he's the one not running at me like an idiot.
Yeah, I was one of those people for a while, just because I admittedly so without bragging, have that bit of innate gamer talent. I may not be the best, but things come to me very quickly.
Yeah, things do come.
Oh yeah. Apparently so. Apparently Tote knows all about this.
No, I get what you're saying.
But
decent at Twitch gaming kind of thing.
Yes, and so when Halo became a thing, I'm like, oh, I had sticky grenades. Oh yes, all day, every day.
Yeah.
And just simple stuff like that, and I picked it up very quickly, and then I remember just all the people I'd play Halo with, and they'd get so mad at me, like, "Are you screen looking? Are you doing this?" I'm like, "No, I'm just
screen watching, screen hopping." I've heard.
Screen hopping, screen jumping.
What was the controller for the 64? It was the paddle.
Yeah,
I never called it a paddle, and anyone who did, it
was a controller.
It's a controller. They're all controllers. Anyone who
I mean, I can understand the original original NES controller being called a paddle because the Atari wasn't much of a controller. It was more of a joystick.
I just remember I had a handful of friends who called it a paddle, and it drove me insane. It was like quads too. I always, for me, the nomenclature was 4-wheeler because you have 3-wheelers, right? You don't call those a tri.
Yeah.
So there was the 3-wheelers and the 4-wheelers.
I think there's something
and then
down
dirt
here.
bikes, and
I think I messed it up. Oh. Whatever.
But yeah, then those few people I knew that they called them quads, and it just drove me insane.
Yeah, just when certain speaking habits aren't matched up. When older gamers call screens boards.
Yeah, like Danny.
Yeah. I've heard people say that, and I'm like, it makes sense. It's a different era.
No, I get that. That makes sense to me.
I hate that. I forgot about this. I gotta knock down the snow so the spikes don't kill me.
But and I get that. I totally get that. It's the. This was not a group of older gamers calling it a paddle. These were kids younger than me.
Oh.
I don't know if maybe one of them had a dad that called it that. Then I'd probably explain it, but it just drove me insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, paddle?
There's one thing that
what are you talking about?
bothers me about when it comes to that. My mother, she calls everything a car.
Oh, whether it's a truck, van.
No. There's trucks and then there's cars. I'm like, Well, because I was trying to help her, because she recently my grandparents sold a bunch of stuff, and someone bought their old treadmill, and it was someone my mom's been working with, and she's like, we couldn't get to fit her in her car, and I'm like, well, yeah, because they don't fit in the car, and she's trying to get me to help it out and everything, and like figure out how to get in there, do all the heavy lifting pretty much. And
you're like, it's not gonna fit in the car, Mom.
And it's not gonna fit in the car, and it was an SUV. I'm like, is it off the ground in any way, shape, or form? She's like, yeah. I'm like, is it a hatchback? She's like, yeah. I'm like, that's an SUV. It'll fit in there. We can figure that out. And we did. It was just like, there is a big difference between a car and an SUV.
Yeah, I get you.
And
my dad, oh my gosh, my dad, he's gotten in. My dad is not. When I was younger, my dad would drive. It would scare you a little bit. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
But he was, he was a decent. He could do it, But as he's gotten older, it's still scary.
Yeah.
But he always wanted. He used to have a truck. Went back in the day before he had kids. He had to get rid of his truck and get a sensible car and then move on to vans and stuff. So now that all the kids are gone, he got a truck again, and he was all happy. Well, he's horrible at driving a truck. He is just. You can probably get it from the other side.
No, dude, I know what you mean. My dad is a scary driver.
He's just my dad can't back it up. He has to back into something, like turn and back into something. It's not happening. And
yeah, I got it.
Yeah. And he has hit so many things in that truck since he got it. He hit a pole in the parking lot. He hit.
I remember that.
He hit my brother's ex-girlfriend's car. He backed right into it. He's been in a handful of fender benders in it. Luckily, nothing horrible, but and he's not a bad driver. He's a bit of a scary driver because he talks and he drifts. We call it the daddy drift.
Yes, that is one.
He'll point at something, he will start drifting that way.
Yeah.
But
that's the one rule when I'm driving is don't distract me. Do not do it.
My dad distracts himself.
Yeah.
But that was awesome.
You kidding me?
But
whatever, those are easy to get. I just gotta backtrack. I'm sorry. I'm bad at life.
But he has the same problem with vans and SUVs and wagons. Like telling you the difference between them. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
So he hit a van once. I'm like, hey, he like, yeah, I couldn't see it. I was like, you use your mirror? He's like, yeah, well, he didn't use his mirror. He didn't want to answer. He said, well, it was a little car. It was like yours, and I have a little hatchback.
That's not a van.
Then I saw the picture of the car. That's a van. It's not a hatchback. I have a little 4-door. I have a Matrix, Toyota Matrix. That's a little car. It's like a compact hatchback.
You get to see the
compact sedan. It's basically a Corolla.
Yeah.
With a hatchback on it. So it's not a big car. And it's certainly, vans are much bigger than that car.
Yes.
He does that all the time with any kind of... If a truck and car, he's got that. But anything in between...
Oh. Like, that's one thing, like, I want to know that I have right. Especially when it comes to, like, you have to do a report to the police. And they're like, well, what kind of vehicle was it? And it's like, if you don't know the actual vehicle, you got to be able to give them.
Oh, yeah.
SUV, car, station wagon.
I think there could be some confusion because they have, like, the crossovers
Have you ever seen this before, Larry?
Which are like the... I guess technically my car's probably a wagon.
Well, it's a hatchback.
I see that. But it's a 4-door hatchback.
Fair enough.
So it's probably more of a wagon.
It vomits.
But it's a small... Yeah, I see that.
It vomits rainbows. I freaking love this part.
Doctor, I think I might be gay.
I think I might be a homosexual. How
That's
can
right.
you tell? Rainbows.
But, yeah, so I'll give him that because he calls my car a wagon. But he'll also say it's the same size as a minivan, and it's not.
No, it is not. It is the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. Not a bug, but a Beetle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about that. I mean, it's maybe a little longer.
Possibly. My mom recently got a Beetle, and those things are wide.
Yeah, my
Like,
car's not wide.
When you sit in the front seat of that thing, it's like you're sitting in the cockpit of a spaceship. I'm like, I don't like riding in this. It makes me feel like if we hit something, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And not to say that Volkswagens have bad cars right now. It's scary looking from inside. Front seat. Oh my goodness. No, I'm gonna kill you with the vomiting bird dino dragon thing. Nope. You're going back down. You're being my shield. Blah.
My mom hates cars.
Really?
She hates being low to the ground.
I can understand that.
Well, she prefers vans and SUVs and
Yeah, which is
trucks.
why she had that Tacoma
Trailblazer. And that thing was nice considering, you know, it wasn't like a high end.
Yeah.
Thing rode like a Cadillac.
She had it for a very long time.
Yeah, she
though.
did.
Oh.
She hates my car.
I remember getting picked up in school, or picked up from ditching and everything. And I know I mentioned that
that's
before, but yeah, I remember walking down the street, down Lake Mead on my little way home, and she'd just be right there. I'm like, oh, hi there. She's like, you need a ride? I'm like, of course I do.
I should probably just go further over.
No. Because I want to get these and I gotta kill
Well, I
them.
know, but I mean,
No.
you can beat the shit.
You get to beat the shoot. Oh, come on. Dive. Got it. Okay, now I gotta kill him. Boink. And I was on it.
You didn't have to do that. Like.
Oh, sometimes I forget things. Drop King. I'm dumb. I just realized what I have that.
What is that?
Absorbs nearby treasure for 60 seconds.
Oh,
I got that from one of the little same situations where I fished up a trout pool little thing.
the gold one.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I could have done that to get my stuff back. And people are probably screaming because they saw that.
Assuming people watch.
Assuming people watch. Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm assuming.
it's a safe assumption.
You know what they say when you assume? Everything comes true.
And you get chocolate pudding?
You become the president of the United States.
Careful, don't get too topical now.
Trust me. I love that. You can never, like, what's one of the things, like, someone you can't trust, someone who says, trust me?
Trust in me.
All right, enough of that. Ka.
I like Ka. Ka was one of my favorite characters.
Which Ka, though?
Original.
The original? You don't like Scarlett Johansson?
I mean, she wasn't bad.
gay?
She definitely did a very
I'm
good
just
job.
joking. I'm just joking.
She had a very minimal part, which is why I don't really care.
Yeah, I got you. It was cool, though. It worked.
It did. It was a
She was a
very.
good selling point to the trailers. I remember there was a trailer with her doing
Yeah.
it, and that was good.
I think that's probably what it's really stupid about it.
I hated Maleficent with passion, speaking of that.
I liked it.
Oh,
I
you
mean, it
would.
wasn't.
You probably like Wicked, too, huh?
No, God, no.
Why not? Wicked's fantastic.
No, it's a
You don't want to. You don't want.
terrible.
I really don't. I'm not a fan of things where they make the villain the hero. I don't mind if they make the villain. If they tell the story from his point of view and he's the protagonist of his story. But I don't like it when they take like a classic villain
Yeah.
and turn them into.
I mean,
in Maleficent, she wasn't even the villain. She was a rape victim.
Yeah.
Practically. Like the whole cutting the wings off was like a symbolic of being raped.
yeah.
So it was like.
It was like it was
took it
kind
too
of
far,
a women
in my
empowerment kind of movie.
I don't mind women empowerment, but don't ruin one of the greatest villains in Disney's history.
I mean, they used going towards your side. Like Maleficent was used as like the big baddie, one of the big baddies from Disney in the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Yeah, but I don't have PlayStation stuff. So
Oh well, I mean,
That's-
as an example, like that's like Maleficent was like big magic baddie up and like in like all of the series. She was just like, oh, I know the influence of blah 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 blah, and I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah, well, no, yeah, because
Good
exactly,
good job,
yeah. Ding,
ding.
and
Turkey's
then they
done.
ruined her, and Angelina Jolie and Disney ruined her.
Disney ruined her. You kidding me? Because I didn't knock this thing away, I didn't get the freaking fish. Ah. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode.
All right, like, comment, and subscribe. Give us some feedback.
And this has been Nightly Nerds,
I'm Tote,
and I'm Ginger.
and we'll
Thanks for
catch
joining.
you on the flip side.
Flip, flip.